Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a Greggs with a drive-thru in Minecraft for all of your city building needs. In this tutorial, not only will I show you how to make the entire outside of the build, but I will also show you how to make the incredibly luxurious interior as well. Fun fact, I am hidden somewhere in the intro of this video. Let me know down in the comment section if, where and when you spotted me. The first person to get it right gets their comment pinned. To make the build, we require a 23 block wide by 21 block long area as represented by this very handy grid on the screen. To find the starting position, begin at the front left hand corner of the grid, count to the right, find the 7th block, and then count inwards and find the 4th block. That is where we will begin. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. To begin, place a row of 7 light blue concrete extending up from the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then extend to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then backwards by 1. Then place 9 grey concrete extending right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then place 2 light blue concrete extending right. 1, 2. Extend back by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then extend inwards by 1. And then extend backwards by 10 using grey concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then extend across the back of the build by 9 using grey concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Place a light blue concrete. Extend forwards. And then right by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we can extend and connect all the way to the very front of the build to give us this incredibly weird shape. Now let's drop all the way down to where we first started, and we just want to connect the light blue concrete all the way down to the ground, or connect the ground to the light blue concrete, whichever way you want to do it. Then we extend this row of grey concrete, one row down in its entirety, and then on the right side we extend down a further 2, 1, 2, and on the left side a further 2, 1, 2. We then fill the gap in the middle in using light blue concrete. Then, on the left side, we join down using black stained glass pane. We leave a gap of 1, and then we extend up using black stained glass pane. We then place black stained glass extending right, and the goal is to join up to the grey concrete. Like this. Next, we want to join our light blue concrete to the ground. So we are just going to extend all of our blocks down. I was considering extending them up, but I decided that it might be a little bit smarter to do it this way around this time. And that will give us the corner of the build. We then want to come to our row of grey concrete and place a row of grey directly underneath that very long row. We extend these last 2 blocks down to the ground, just like this. We place an additional 1, 2 grey concrete extending down like this. And then, just as with the front, we fill this gap in using light blue concrete. Then, on the right side, we will place a row of black stained glass pane, leave a gap, place black stained glass pane, and then fill this gap in using black stained glass to give us this. We can then move around to the back of the build here, where we will first of all join our grey concrete down to the ground. We will then join the light blue concrete down to the ground as well. And on this side of the build, it's probably just easiest for us to begin by sealing up the entire wall with light blue concrete. And if you are interested in having a drive-through, then we will place 1, 2, 3, 4 grey concretes like this extending up the side of the build, and then 1, 2, 3 to the right, extend all the way down and join back across. We will then remove these blocks out of the window, and then we will simply just place a little closable window here for the drive-through. Next, we are going to remove all of the grass from inside of the build. Not only just inside the build, we are also going to remove it from underneath the windows as well. This includes the doors. So, underneath the actual glass windows, the blocks, we will place grey concrete. Underneath the panes, we will place smooth stone. So from pane to pane, smooth stone. There is a corner of the build in which we want to place oak planks. The oak planks connect from window to window at a right angle, and we simply just fill the entire middle of it in using oak planks, like so. We then want to place a checkered pattern of polished diorite block and polished deep slate block for the entire rest of the floor. As you can see, my method is to place all of the polished diorite first, but it actually doesn't really matter how you choose to do this as long as you are happy with the end result. I'm also just going to seal up this wall using light blue concrete, and whilst we are here, I am going to seal up the roof as well. This is easily done by connecting the light blue concrete on the left side of the build, front to back, and then simply filling the rest of the area in using grey concrete. And you know what, guys? I'm in the mood for a little bit of destruction. So why don't we remove all of the remaining grass and grid from outside of the build as well? Extending from the front left-hand corner of the build to the outer part of where the grid used to be, we will place smooth stone extending all the way around the outside of our Gregs. all the way around the back until we reach the opposite corner of the build. We then want to add an additional row of smooth stone along the side of the build like this. 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, of cyan terracotta for the drive-through road. And then 1 row of podzol along the cyan terracotta. And then we can fill this remaining gap in with leaves. The leaves want to extend like a border along the side of the podzol, just like this. Next, we will place a row of 4 light blue concrete here in this position. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is simply just 1 row in front of the actual Greggs itself. And then we will place 4 hanging bamboo signs extending across, just like this. And then we will add some black carpet to the top of this, just like so. We then add some ferns to the podzol, just to make it a little bit nicer. On the front of Greggs, underneath here, we will place a cauldron, oak trapdoor on top. Here, 1, 2 spruce slabs, 1, 2 spruce slabs, gap, slabs, gap, slabs. We then place spruce trapdoors flipped up next to said slabs on both sides, and then we join these spruce trapdoors together with black carpet on top. And that will give us this. Something that has been mildly bothering me is that we need to add some light blue concrete next to the doorway here so that the glass has something to grip onto. We can take a cheeky little shortcut through here, as on the back of the build we have to add a couple of bins, or rather just 1 bin really, so 2 red concrete, polished black stone brick slabs on top, flower pot here, dried kelp block, couple of green candles on top, and then over here a bike rack. This is just a couple of iron bars here, gap, couple of iron bars, just like so. Now we have a few banners to make. Throw down the loom, open it up, yellow banner in there with light blue dye. All we have to do is apply the fast pattern. That's it. Banner complete. We also need a yellow banner, which we can throw in the loom, light blue dye, apply the fast pattern, and the pale pattern, and then the ball jaw pattern, and there we go. That's perfect. So, those 2 banners. Next, we have to make the actual letters of Greggs. So, G is first. That's light blue banner, white dye, pale sinister pattern. We then need light blue dye, apply the fast pattern, white dye back in there, base, pale Dexter, Chief. Next is R. Pale Dexter, Chief, Bend. Next is E. Pale Dexter, Chief, Fess, Base. Next would be G, and then G again, but we already have it, so instead we will make S. So this is the Chief pattern, Base pattern, and then Bend pattern. And with the word Gress, we can make Greggs. So, step 1, we are going to apply the first banner we made here and here. Just like that. We will also place it here and here. So, this is pretty much the Greggs logo, blown up. Then, we are going to apply this banner here, and next to it, Greggs. So, G-R-E-G-G-S. Perfect. So, this banner is just a smaller version of this. And then we just have to do the same thing here. So, small version of the banner, G-R-E-G-G-S. And that is absolutely perfect. With those last details added, we can now head inside and work on the interior. The first thing we will make is the dining area. We will place a composter here and oak leaf here. And next to this, we want a painting. You know what? That one's not terrible. I never choose that one, but let's go with it. Let's leave a gap of 1, place a smooth quartz stair here, end rod here, smooth quartz stair here. We will leave a gap of 2, and then place 2 stair, end rods, and then stair. Here, we will place a stair and an end rod, and then here, we will place a flipped up spruce trapdoor, 2 more trapdoors, and then another. We will have cakes here, and on top of the end rods, we will place grey carpet. Just like this. Next, we will turn our attention to this wall, where we will place 1, 2, 3, 4 light blue concrete extending up from the ground, extend to the left by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then all the way down. We will then fill this gap in using white concrete, extend the frame of the light blue concrete 1 row forward, upside down smooth quartz stairs at the bottom, iron trapdoors here, and item frames here. To the left, we will have a square of 2 by 2 item. We will then place 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, polished blackstone wall extending forwards from the wall, and then we will extend across the top and place red concrete joining back to here. We will then just place a single tripwire hook in this position, and 1, 2 chains in this position. We surround the chains with item frames, so we can actually either have it like this, or you can completely fill the entire thing in. This is like one of those spinning, rotating things that you can grab like packets of crisps from and other snacks. You guys know the things. I believe that the industry term is whirly-durly spinny winnies. So on top of this, we will place a light grey candle, and we will just stock it with some crisps, Horn Coral fans. Here, we will stock the fridge with just whatever potions you like. I guess since that we can see the tripwire hook on this one, we probably shouldn't stock this, but I'm gonna anyway. And then I'm gonna seal this up using glass pane. The item frames, I am just using bread in. And then all the way over here is where we will place an oak door. So this is kind of like the customer area complete. Now we have to make the entire back. So first of all, we will place a white concrete here with 2 looms extending left. Pale oak signs in front of the looms, and then a row of white concrete stretching to the ceiling just to the left. We will add light grey concrete behind the looms, which we will extend up 2 rows, just like so. And then white concrete both around the door, around the light grey concrete, and we just extend all the way up like this. Iron trapdoors here, item frames here, and here, and we're going to place some roast chicken in the item frames. Yum. So we will also make the back room here look a little bit nicer just by kind of like filling in the wall section like this. So we just want to add some white concrete behind this so that it's a little bit more congruent with the rest of the build. We also want to kind of just like fill in the ceiling area a little bit as well, and we can't really go any lower. If you want to, you can actually have an entrance / exit out of the restaurant as well, so it would make sense to have a door here, so we can add one. And we can probably drop this down a row here though. So this is like where the employee area is. This is where everything happens. So left of here, we will place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light blue concrete. We will then place 2 grey concrete connecting to the wall. Item frame here, chest here, and then on the wall we want a hanging bamboo sign that simply says collection. Then here, 1, 2, 3 glass pane, polished blackstone pressure plate, smooth quartz stair here. In this corner we want to stack up 3 rows of 2 blast furnaces. Then extending along the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4 grey concrete, 2 here, and then we can have stone buttons here and here. We will then place a brewing stand here, flower pot here, item frames here. We then need iron trapdoors, which I'll just steal from here, which we're just going to place some more flower pots on top of. Biscuits in these item frames, but honestly, anything will work in these, it doesn't really matter. And then, across the top here, we want to have a bunch of... So we'll just place one row of black concrete, like this, yeah? And then, we'll leave a gap of 1, 2 black concrete. Leave a gap of 2, 2 black concrete. And then, on these, we will place, preferably, that'll do, a mixture of paintings. And then, above all of this, we will just place, so this is outward, parallel to the counter below, we will place some light blue concrete. And honestly, this is a nice looking Greggs. With that final detail added, we have officially completed this tutorial. However, this video is not over, we must now add our Greggs into our city. You know what, guys? I think that modern Greggs with a drive-thru should actually go, this is controversial, in the modern suburbs, which is all the way up here. I think that this is a nice spot for it. The Fantastic Four have always been a massive fan of Greggs sausage rolls, so this is going to work out perfectly. You may be interested in becoming a channel member. You can click the join button that will be somewhere on the screen right now. This does cost money and is a monthly subscription, but you do get some perks. The first of which is a download link for my city design world. This has every single build that I have placed in my city, arranged in order, and labelled. This perk also comes with schematics for the mods Litematica and World Edit, so you can easily reference and copy and paste these builds into your worlds in any way that you'd like. However, if you're not interested in any of that building business, the highest tier allows you to download the most current version of Mini-City. There are also some minor perks, including loyalty badges displayed next to your name whenever you comment something down below on my videos. Depending on how long you have been a channel member, you gain a more prestigious helmet, with the highly coveted gold builder's hat being the most valuable. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.